Hello and good day. This is the weekly analysis of the Bitcoin symbol for January 4th. The price was in a bullish bias during the past week, and liquidity is leaning towards the buy side. It has accumulated here, and it is predicted that in the coming week, the price may experience a bullish displacement to move towards the liquidity on the buy side here. If the price breaks this important level here and closes above this area, it is expected to enter this FEG zone and eventually reach this BP zone, the monthly R, which has been optimized for the weekly and daily time frames. It will react and enter a bearish phase to collect the sell side liquidity here. If the price moves upward, it will collect the buy side liquidity here and eventually close within this zone. We can look for a sell position in the market, which indicates the market is turning bearish, and the price movement will continue downward, collecting sell side liquidity. Here we see that for 6 weeks, the price has been in this bearish candle phase. It has entered a consolidation phase, and by analyzing the time frame daily, we see that Bitcoin has recorded 5 consecutive bullish candles, and ultimately, with the collection of buy-side liquidity, it is closing above this zone, which means you could have a short-term sell in the market. Then, after that, it could enter a bullish phase to collect liquidity. It collects the buy-side liquidity here, and within this daily order block zone, we can look for a sell position targeting the swing low and the sell-side liquidity in this area. If it enters a bearish phase from this zone and closes its bullish candles below the zone, we can wait for the price to collect the sell-side liquidity here. And in this candle area, look for a buy position for higher targets and set our take profit at the order block and this BPR zone. We can see that the price has moved upward and has collected the liquidity on the buy side. And finally, it has stopped in this FVG zone where you can see it here. It might make a short-term correction downward and after that enter a bullish phase. So it can collect the buy side liquidity here. In this rejection block zone at 4 levels, we can look for a sell position in the market. If we see weakness on higher time frames and observe a reversal in the bullish trend, we can enter a sell position, for example, by placing the stop loss behind the zone, targeting a risk-reward ratio of 1:1, 1:2, or the swing low in these areas. Also, if the price is accompanied by a bearish displacement and moves below the FVG zone, it could enter a bearish phase until it collects liquidity at the lower FVG zone. It can gather the sell-side liquidity here. Within this BPR or IFVG zone, as well as the order block located here, we can look for a buy position targeting the higher price levels in the market. On the 1-hour time frame as predicted, the price entered this rejection block, and eventually it entered a bearish phase, where according to the scenario, we could have entered a sell position and placed the stop loss behind the swing, targeting a risk-reward ratio of 1:2 or the swing low. In this section, we can see that the price has hit TP4 here as our target, and in this area as well, we could have, as a strategy, according to Ryan Soldier, with the price closing inside the shadow candle, we could enter a buy position in the market and set the swings here as our targets. With the price moving upward and by checking the RSI, we can see that it has entered a high potential zone. And finally, a divergence has formed here, indicating that the price in the market is turning bearish. We can use this opportunity to enter a sell position, but be sure to note that this is against the prevailing bullish trend of the market, which we can do. So, after entering any of these FVG zones and identifying the signs of reversal in the trend, enter a buy position towards the target. The higher zones, which are currently open, have shown a price reaction in a unique zone. And it has stopped here, so after liquidity is collected towards the sell side in these zones, we can look for a buy position targeting the higher price level. Wishing you success and profitable trades.